Hello, my name is Mara, and welcome to Books Like Whoa. So today's Tag Tuesday is a pretty new tag that was recently created by Peter Mon at Peter Likes Books, and I absolutely love him. He's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch, both for his booktube, but if you have, just as a side note, if you have any interest in beauty YouTube or beauty guru drama, please watch his drama channel, which I think is just Peter Mon, because like, he is a mess and I love it. It's such a fun channel. So you should definitely check out both of those. I'll have them linked below. But this tag is the Booktuber Booktube tag. And basically this is sort of like a structured way to do kind of shout outs to other booktubers. I will continue to have a series of sort of my favorite booktubers where I really get into what I enjoy about their channels, but I figure it's been a few months since I've done one of those, and this is a great, kind of structured way to do some of that. So let's get into this. The first question is, who was your Booktube OG? And for me, that was Chapter Stacks. And yeah, she just has a fun air about her. I talked about her in my favorite booktubers, about how she was sort of my gateway into booktube, but I like her because she reads a lot of like thriller stuff, and I enjoy channels where somebody has like a thing and they really get into that thing, which is kind of weird for me to say because I'm not that way. I'm sort of an omnivore and you guys know that, but anyway, I just think she does her kind of niche really well, and there's something very soothing about the way she talks about books. Number 2 is, what booktuber is so incredibly smart? And the person who immediately came to mind for me on this is Emily Kate. Again, I talked about her in my first favorite YouTubers video, but she is doing this really cool series right now, reading through the Dark Tower series from Stephen King very closely and doing kind of like literary analysis of it and reading sort of like origin text that she thinks Stephen King is drawing from. Anyway, you can just tell how well read she is, and I think she just sort of emanates intelligence, and I really enjoy watching her. She's also, I believe, Canadian, and I have mad love for my Canadian friends everywhere. I used to live in Canada and I just enjoyed listening to Canadians. Number 3 is, who do you wish was your booktube sister? And for whatever reason, I just heard this as little sister, so the two that came to mind for me are A Clockwork Reader and Haley in Bookland. Not that they're like crazy younger than me, but like, I don't know, they just seem like really sweet girls, and I feel like if I have an older sister, a much older sister, and yeah, I always thought it might be fun to have a younger sister, so both of them just seem like very sweet girls and very calm, and probably would be a good balance to me. 4 is, who do you wish was your booktube brother? And I'm just gonna go with Peter Likes Books because do you know what? Actually, in this little family scenario, I feel like if somewhere between A Clockwork Reader and Haley in Bookland and Peter Likes Books is me. So this actually is logical sense for this little family that we've got going. So yeah, he cracks me up, and I just think he's so much fun. So yeah, he would definitely be a lot of fun to bring to Thanksgiving. Number 5 is, who is the hardest working booktuber on social media? And that is definitely not me, because I work full time, I've got a lot of stuff going on, I'm doing good to get my books out, and I try to stay a little bit engaged on social media, but I know I don't do that as well as I should. In terms of the person who, I'm just gonna say Books and Lala, because I love her Instagram account, like her Bookstagram stuff, I just think is beautiful, and I think she does a lot of fun stuff with it, so I'm sure that there are plenty of other people who are very active on social media, but she's the one who comes to mind, and I'm not sure I'd be in a position to really judge this very fairly, to be honest with you. Number 6 is, who is your booktube crush? And I don't really have an answer for that. Okay, I guess I'll say Jesse the Reader, just because I do like guys who like books, and I like really like energetic people, but that would make me a crazy cougar, and not really, but I guess that's the best answer that I've got. I don't come to Booktube for that, Peter. I come to Booktube for other things, so I don't know where your mind is, but that's not where my mind is when I'm watching Booktube. Number 7 is, what Booktubers party would you like to go to? And I'm gonna go with the restricted section on this, just because I think those two gals seem like they are good time gals. They drink, they eat, drink, and get merry, which that's what I want at a party. So yeah, I'm sure that they would throw a great little shindig. Number 9 is who would you want as your booktube best friend? And I think I'm gonna take a very just like greedy and selfish approach to this and say which three ladies I would like to be friends with, because I think they could teach me things. So the first one is Chapter Stacks, just because she got her master's in psychology, and so she has like just a lot of fun like sort of pop psychology fun facts. So I would enjoy learning some fun facts from her. Sylvia K knows a shit ton of languages, like I don't even know, so I would want to be friends with her so she could teach me all these languages, and I could come see her, which would be fun, you know, airplane trip. I love Europe, so that would be fun. And then Books and Lala, just because she is so organized and like I could certainly use that in my life, so teach me your ways, Lala. Number 10 is who is the Booktube INGENUE, and I don't know that I have a great answer for this, just because I feel like there's a lot of sort of like young people on Booktube. It's a sort of a young person's game. I'm gonna go with Lily C. Reeds because she's young, and like I could have picked her for a number of things on this list. I really enjoy watching her. She has so much energy. She has like very few fucks to give, which I enjoy. And also I've known and loved so many Australians in my life that I also just enjoy, you know, she reminds me of a lot of friends that I've had over the years. So I just enjoy her energy. And yeah, I mean, she kind of blew up with that one Bodice Ripper review that she did, sort of like the hate review of that. And yeah, I think she's, you know, she makes fun content. I enjoy watching her. And then the last question is which booktubers deserve a shout out, which I think that this is a super hard question, because the reality is that I think, so again, I watch a lot of different types of YouTube. I think Booktube, as compared with other genres, is unique in the sense that there's actually a ton of really good content being made that is different. Like, it's not all the same videos over and over again. Yes, there's a lot of the same like kind of structure in terms of wrap-ups or hauls or whatever, but because everybody's like, no one reader is going to have identical taste to another, the books that are being discussed are always quite different. So there's just a lot of like kind of varied and interesting content, and yeah, the production value isn't always the highest. That's not really what I come to Booktube for. So it's kind of hard to just pick a few people to shout out, but off the top of my head, let's go with Leah Cooper, The Cortagonist, Books and Things, Remembered Reads, Beautiful Pages, Ashhart Books, Snyder B Books, so many others. Like, I can't even. There's just like so many channels I watch, and there's so much great content. Mystery with what is it? Mystery Date with a Book. Yeah, I like her. So many people that are great on Booktube, so many people deserve a shout out. If you have a channel and you're watching this, you probably deserve one too, so consider yourself shouted out too. And yeah, I think that does it for this particular tag. I had fun doing that. There's, like I was just saying, there's just so many great booktubers out there, and I think what's really cool is that there's not, like, there can be more, right? Like, there's as many different booktube channels possible as there are readers, because there's just so much variety in terms of what people enjoy, you know, reading, what they enjoy listening about, in terms of maybe you like reading mysteries, but you like listening to YA videos or whatever. Like, there's a tremendous amount of variety, and I think that variety is actually increasing a ton. I feel like there's increasingly not just YA on Booktube, which, yeah, I think is really cool and a very positive trend. So anyway, it's good to just sort of reflect on the state of the Booktube, which is kind of what this tag made me do. And yeah, I enjoyed filming this, so thanks Peter for creating it. And again, I'll link all of his stuff below. And I think that will do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, follow me on the social medias if you are so inclined. I have all that information listed in the description box. And yeah, I think that will do it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will just talk to you soon. Bye!